Hello, all you kitty cats out there. So today it's gonna be a very interesting horoscope. We're gonna do horoscope of the Indian porn star Sunny Leone. Okay, and as I said, Sunny Leone's secrets. Well, let me tell you the very first secret of Sunny Leone. Her actual name actually is Karen Vora. And how do I know this? Well, ladies and gentlemen, Karen and I went to school together for 3 years. She was actually in my class. She was actually in two classes in my senior year. She was in my two classes in my junior year. I think three classes. I remember she was in my PE class. She was in my math class. And she was in my science class. And she was in my US history class. Okay. So yeah, I've spoken to her. She was nice, a very nice person. But yeah, I went to school with her. Never thought. Yeah, I never thought she would be in this industry. But hey, everybody has their paths to follow. So today we're gonna do a horoscope of Sunny Leone to see what makes her who she is. Okay, and again, planets play a huge part into this. So she was born on May 13th, 1981 in Ontario, Canada. Okay, and let's bring up her chart. And as you see, she's a Libra ascendant. Okay, she's a Libra ascendant with Jupiter and Saturn in Virgo. Okay, she has Jupiter and Saturn in Virgo. She has Moon in Leo in the 11th house, and Jupiter and Saturn are in the 12th house. While being a Libra ascendant, she has Sun and Mars in the 7th house. And most importantly, she has Venus and Mercury in the 8th house in Taurus. Okay. And if you see, her North Node is in the 10th house, South Node Ketu is in the 4th house. Now, if you're not familiar with these things, you will be familiarized on this channel in this video. Okay, it's very easy stuff. But this is needed to, this is your, Vedic astrology horoscope chart, which is not about your sun sign, it's not about what you're going to be through your sun sign. It's about taking your time of birth, place of birth, and, your date of birth, obviously, to determine this chart. Now, as you see, Sunny is a Libra ascendant with Mars and Sun in the 7th house. What does 7th house represents? Okay, as far as body organs are concerned, well, you guessed it right. It represents our private parts. And Mars being in the 7th house or Libra, in the sign of Libra, sign of Cancer, or in the 7th house, 4th house, 1st house, it makes a person very, very sexual. Okay, it really makes a person very sexual. Okay, and Sun is a fiery planet, and Sun is sitting with fire. So what it's doing is providing all that fire, more fire into the fire. So more of that sexual urge is coming up. Now, what really gave her a career in this industry? Well, look at where her Venus and Mercury are placed. Okay, Venus in the 8th house always is one of the indication of somebody working in the sex industry, somebody being a stripper, prostitute, or a porn star. And yes, she's not a prostitute. She's an entertainer. And even if she has made the movies, which I know you guys watched it yesterday, you don't lie, you guys. Even though she has made the movie, she's only made it with her fiance. Okay. Now, Mercury is about what? It's about beauty. It's about cinema. It's about theatrical industry. It's about luxurious things. Mercury, on the other hand, represents media industry. Mercury is also a very sexual planet, and it also makes a person bisexual. Okay, and if you watch my video, or what makes a person a gay or lesbian, it really is the aspect of South Node Ketu on Mercury in the 8th or 12th house. And look what her Ketu is doing. Now, what really makes her bisexual is Ketu looking at Mercury. Look in her chart again. Ketu is looking at Mercury from the fifth aspect. Ketu is in the fourth house in the sign of Capricorn. And if you go counterclockwise from Ketu and you count 5 places, looking at Mercury in the eighth house of secrecy, eighth house of sexual lust. Okay. And guess what? Mercury is a neutered planet in astrology. Mercury is neither male, neither female. It's neutral. That's why they're known as neutral. But get look another indication that shows whether a person is gay or bisexual is look Ketu, the headless person. Ketu is known as the headless serpent. Okay, without the head, doesn't know how to think properly. It's also looking from its ninth aspect to Saturn in the 12th house of being in the closet, secrecy, behind the scenes. And Saturn is what? Saturn is another neutered planet. Saturn is neither male nor female. And this is a perfect indication, perfect scientific astrological proof of what makes a person bisexual, gay, or lesbian. And she obviously, I remember in high school, she had boyfriends. Yes, in high school she had boyfriends. I wasn't one of them. I wasn't that lucky. But yeah, she had 2 or 3 boyfriends. But then I also remember they were saying, oh, she has a girlfriend too. But I don't. There was just rumors, in high school. No one really knew. No one really saw it. But she came out and she said it. Yeah, she is bisexual. And look at the alignment that shows that. And now look at her moon, which is the mind. Okay. It's in the sign of Leo, in the 11th house. What does Leo represent? Leo represents everything like show off, everything about the show business. She's very extravagant. She loves going out in public and being in front of the camera. But why did she choose such a field? Well, obviously because of Mercury and Venus being in that, but more so, it requires a mind to choose a certain career. And if you look at her Venus, if you look at her moon is being hemmed between Saturn and Rahu. So moon is surrounded by 2 negative planets. Even though Jupiter is there, kind of saving her, but Rahu and Saturn, the 2 malefic, are hemming the moon in the middle, which really, first of all, it tells me she has a really bad relationship with her mother. And obviously someone going in this industry is not going to have a very good relationship with their parents, okay? So she did not get along with her mother. However, she has a far better relationship with her father. Father kind of understands her, or father must have forgiven her, but even that is being damaged because Sun is in the 7th house. Sun is losing its directional strength in the 7th house. So yeah, parents and siblings it's not a very good situation there. So yeah. The main thing that you look at why she ended up in this industry, okay, is the connection of the 8th house, Mercury and Venus, the 12th house, Saturn, malefic planet in the 12th house. What is 12th house? 12th house is a house of bed pleasures, okay? 12th house is a house of secrecy, behind the scenes, okay? So, and look at our 5th house. 5th house ruler is Saturn. 5th house is about romance and love, speculative business, entertainment business, creativity. That is saying it's sitting in the 12th house in bed pleasures of secrecy. And then 8th house is obviously is secrecy, hidden things, doing things, behind someone's back. So obviously whatever she did behind off her family's back. Now another thing you want to look at, okay, is the house of education, the 5th house, sitting in the 12th house of losses, Saturn. So after high school, she didn't finish her education. She just didn't have any interest. She suddenly got into this industry. But if you notice, her real success started in 1999. 1999, it started, and then 2001, it really took off. Why? Well, her sun planetary time period started, which is called Tasha in Vedic astrology, meaning that a certain planet in your life is ruling for a certain time in your life, and majority of the results are going to come because of that. So her sun is excelled in Aries and is sitting with the Mars who rules Aries. So her sun is getting a really big boost and sitting in the 7th house of sexuality, of business, of other people, of mass media. Okay, so Sun really took her, to fame, and this is why, it kept giving her success, because after Sun period came Moon period. Moon is in the 11th house of gain, sitting in the house of Sun, who is excelled. Okay, so her Moon period is going to be very good. However, one thing I will say is, Sunny, if you're going to go get married with your fiance, please do not do it before 35. If you get married before 35, it's going to end up in a divorce. Okay, but if you get married after 35, you will have a very successful marriage. Okay, and even though your Venus is kind of being damaged, but the later you marry, the better it will be. And also, you may have trouble having kids, because your Lord of the 5th house of children is in the 12th house of losses. So you might want to, work on that area as well. But ladies and gentlemen, this was horoscope of Sunny Leon, my former classmate from high school. And I wish her much success, I hope she excels. And another suggestion I would say is that if she was to run for politics, she'll do really well. She will do very well with politics, because her Rahu, the planet of diplomacy, and Sun, the planet of government jobs, is excelled. So if she ran for governor of some state, hell, she has my vote. Now, if you're new to my channel, definitely subscribe above. But if you want to know all the things that I talk about and how to find your career, check out my link below and check out my book, Astrology: The Speed of Light. You won't be disappointed. Thank you.